Yo ke leboga thata gore o buile o re joinile right here on the forum where we're talking about serious issues, fertility, with my guests in the studio. Regardless of what stage you are at, keep informing yourself and those around you, especially family. Le nna borakgadi bo koko a ke le didimaleng man. Ei tog maar, eish maar tog man. A tla tla le biletsa gaone, o tla le sort out fast and furious. Pastor, some people try and try and try and try and try, and they never get it right. Yeah. How did you eventually get it right?
We took...
How long did it take you?
2 years. We were on this journey from year 6 to 7-ish, 8, 2 years. But first important thing, get the right support. There is private and there's also public facilities in the country. Fertility specialists, please do make an appointment. You'll be assessed, both you and your partner, you and your spouse, to check where the problem is. And then there's medical intervention. So that can be in the form of vitamins, which was in my case, how to restart the engine, which was lost through hot saunas and whatever. So I had to take that treatment. So that helped. For other people, it could be a medical procedure because the plumbing is blocked. We need to unblock it and. So the medical condition, like I've said, we are lobbying with medical aids to fund this. There is a solution out there. There is help. There is brilliant doctors in the country. In Africa, I think we are the only country that hosts, annual, fertility show. Wow. 2-3 days, specialists talk with you, give you information. You can meet them, know where their offices are. So don't walk this journey.
You are not alone. Hannah, you are not alone. You are not alone. So how big of a role does culture play in these things? Because earlier on, among the things you mentioned, and I understand as much as we can quickly brush over it, they play a very big role.
It's the fabric of who you are. Just in defense of society, we've been saying a lot about society and culture. There is unconscious biases. We do that at work, we do that at home. It's just who we are. The brain cannot, treat each and every case the same. So I tend to generalize. It's okay, if there's a child, where's the mom? Yes. So we've got all these, unconscious biases. So where culture comes in, it's the norm. It's how things. It's what you define to be normal. And as I've said, the brain cannot really cope with too much information, too much variances and differences. So what is normal? So that's where culture in. It sets the standard, if you like, what's normal, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. So through shows like the forum, we are slowly chipping away and broadening our understanding on, fatherhood, parenthood. What is a man? Because one of the key factors why people go through so much stress and trauma when they are struggling to conceive is this notion that I have to be a father at all costs.
And a biological...
And a biological father at all costs. Even if it includes me cheating on my spouse.
Sure.
Extramarital affair. Leaving my wife, ditching my wife, going somewhere else. And this also notion that it's definitely a woman's problem. You can go outside, but what if you are the problem as a man? So that's the kind of questions we need to confront and be open about.